Hey Jay, just your thoughts on the things you guys need to build off of the most coming off the last game in Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, we played a really good game, our last game in Toronto. So I think we just need to go out and continue to build off that. I think there's a lot of things that we've been talking about in our game, and we had another good practice yesterday, and practices are at a premium right now. So we haven't had many practices with this start, and it was nice to get one in Toronto before that game. And I thought that we came out and played a lot better in our details and a lot of the stuff that we had talked about. And so we had a good practice yesterday again, and we got to continue to build off that.
You've had a number of different line mates this year, and now Tyler Mott's out injured. What's the challenge of that as opposed to maybe at times in the past where you've had the same guys on your wings for weeks and weeks?
Yeah. Yeah. I think as a fourth line, you always are having guys kind of rotating in and out. I'm used to that now. Throughout my career, I've had that. And, it's just obviously with this type of year, you never know, what's going to happen with the lineup and just with, with COVID protocols and all that stuff. So you could have guys rotating in without knowing it, even on a game day. So, you just have to be adaptable. You have to be ready to go with whoever they put in. And, it's, we all know that as players. And so when guys come in, it's exciting. And, me and Roos have been playing together now for a little bit this year and starting to be able to read off each other. So that's nice. And then whoever they put with us, we'll be ready to go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Barry DeLay, Global TV, go ahead.
Hi, Jay. You guys have given up the first goal 9 times and have lost each game. How does that change the dynamic having to play from behind by 1 or more goals, especially early in games?
Yeah, well, that's always tough. I mean, there's things that we've talked about that you kind of shoot yourself in the foot, and that's one of them, obviously. You don't want to be giving up the first goal. That's a big something that we've just talked about, and penalties, taking too many penalties, little things like that, they just add up in games and they make the game harder too. So it feels like you're chasing it instead of kind of dictating the game. So, it's things that we have addressed and we've talked about, and obviously a big focus, for tonight.
If you do give up the first goal tonight, what do you want to see you guys do better so that it doesn't become 2-0, 3-0?
Yeah, just stay resilient. I mean, obviously it's going to happen in hockey. If we do give up the first goal, we have to just continue to build off the game that we had in Toronto. I know I already said that, but it's so true. We played a really solid game in Toronto, and when you play a game like that, now that has to be our standard. And we've talked about that as that's our standard of the type of game that we need to play, and go up from there and play better the next game and better the next game and continue to, get better as the season goes on. So that's what our focus is right now.
Do you think maybe you guys are maybe guilty of being impatient when you fall behind, trying to force offense and not, kind of just taking what comes?
Yeah, I think that, another thing that, you see after you watch film on the first couple games here is that when we do fall behind, I wouldn't say impatient, but we definitely get away from our structure a little bit and what makes us successful as a team. So it's hard, everyone's trying to win. Everyone's trying to, push, especially if you give up that first goal, but sticking to the game plan is something that we've talked about, and just, sticking to our structure and knowing that it works, and having, faith in that is something that's big, and it's something that's learned as well. When you're going through times like this, you tend to try and do too much and put it on your shoulders when you just need to stick to the game plan and keep grinding on teams and know that that's going to make you, come out successful.
Patrick Johnson posts next.
First of all, Jay, Travis prefers that we call you the Beagle line, not the fourth line.
Oh, okay.
More seriously though, looking back at the last stretch and whatever, it was 16 games in 27 days. You've played a lot of hockey in your life. is there anything you can compare this to in terms of the physical challenge this has been? Have you ever gone through anything like this?
No, obviously this is new. It's new for all of us. And, it's been different, obviously. And we knew that going into the season. When you see the schedule come out, it's, it was a little bit shocking at first, just how many games that we're going to have to play right off the bat. And like I kind of mentioned before, it makes it so practices are non-existent. You just can't really get them in as much as you would like, especially to the start of the season. And so it was good to have those 2 practices, the one in Toronto and then the one here yesterday, and also have 2 days in between a game when we got back. So it's never gone through anything like this. And it's I think we're all learning from it, learning how to get your body ready for the next game as fast as possible and feeling 100% and resetting the mind as well. So it's definitely a learning experience, but I feel like, kind of getting into a rhythm now and getting into it.
And just, we talked to the guys yesterday a bit about this, but just from your personal standpoint, being an older guy, how big was it getting just an extra day off this week?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. It's always one of those things, like I just said, like it's, trying to keep the body 100% and feeling the best that you can feel and being sharp for the game. So those extra days, you definitely want to take advantage of them and make sure that you come back the next day, feeling better than you did after the day before.
Thanks.
Yep.
Farhan Lalji, TSN is next.
Jay, what does it mean to you to be playing in your 600th game tonight?
Yeah, I found that out today, actually. So it means a lot. Obviously, just being undrafted and always, dreaming to play in the NHL, it's incredible. And I have obviously been so blessed to be able to play even one game. And I never tried to take anything for granted and just try and treat every game like your last game. And it goes by fast. It's pretty incredible to already be in, my 600th game, and just gonna go out and try and get a win for it. Makes it feel a lot better.
What about Marky, facing him tonight here? I mean, he's a guy that is never lacking in confidence to begin with, and then he shut you guys out and had success in both games in Calgary. Knowing what you know from playing him the last couple of years, is there a secret to having success against Marky?
No, I don't think there's a secret. I mean, like you said, he's a confident goalie. And I think we've talked about it since day one, and it doesn't really matter who we face in net. We just got to get more pucks and bodies to the hard areas, and that's our team identity, and we still feel like we can continue to get better at that, and we haven't been doing that as well as we've wanted to, and so we have to do that tonight. We really got to get in Marky's in his eyes and try and get a lot of pucks there and create a lot from that.
Thanks.
Yep.
And the last remaining hand is Chris Faber, Canucks Army.
Hey, Jay. Just wanted to get your opinion on maybe if there's going to be a boost to the team tonight now that everybody's returned home after this road trip, get to see the wives, the girlfriends, the dogs, all that. Do you think there'll be a boost from that tonight?
It's always good to be home. Yeah. No, I think so. I mean, that road trip was, I think, the longest one that I've ever been on that I felt, just with the way it went. And we were all, really excited to get home. And so, yeah, I mean, there's always a boost when you're at home. It's always good to, like you said, to obviously be home with family and see the kids and the wife, and for some guys, girlfriends and stuff. So it's nice to be home and definitely give us a boost and go after the Flames here in game one of this series against them.
And I guess in such a different year where you guys can't really bond as much together as a team and go out for dinners and things like that, is the family and relying on them something you kind of lean on more this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something that you always kind of lean on. But like you said, it's obviously, the road, I'm not going to lie, the road's hard right now. Like, I mean, you basically stay in your hotel room and and then go to the rink. And so, it's not fun being on the road like it normally is with the guys, like you said, going out for dinner and bonding as a team, getting to know the guys, especially the new guys. So it's a lot different. It's harder to get to know the guys, and it's good to be home and obviously have your your family and everything with you and be able to spend some time with them. So the road kind of sucks right now, but being at home still seems like normal. So that's nice.